Hi everybody, Cindy Harrison here with the Zalewski-Harrison group at Keller Williams, and this week's video is about real estate agents, and actually the assumptions that we make about real estate agents. You probably know one. I figure that almost everyone is connected to 1 through 6, probably less, degrees of separation. And between friends and family and the stereotypical representation of real estate agents on TV and in pop culture, the general public has adopted some assumptions about agents that are really far from the truth. Okay, peeps, so let's roll with my top 10 assumptions about real estate agents that are definitely not true. Number 1, real estate agents make easy money. Ha ha ha. The only people that can make that case, I think, are people that have never done it. Real estate is an uncertain business, and there's a lot of stories about people wasting months of their time on a deal that didn't close, or spending a lot of money on a deal that never came through. I would say the only thing easy about real estate are these videos. Number 2, real estate agents are required to show you houses even if you're not pre-approved. Well, definitely there are some agents that will show you houses without a pre-approval or at a minimum a pre-qualification. But an agent isn't required to, and most experienced agents, believe it or not, won't. The ability to qualify for financing really dictates whether a deal is even possible. So look at it this way. An agent is simply saving you from disappointment or worse by asking you to get pre-approved. Numero tres has to do with my favorite subject, Zillow. And wouldn't it be nice if you could log in to Zillow or any other similar website and those valuations were accurate? But if you ever took the time to compare actual appraised values with Zestimates, you'd probably die laughing. Real estate agents want you to get as much money as possible for your home, and sometimes reality does get in the way, but I would just say you need to trust your realtor way more than you trust Zillow. Popular myth number 4, real estate agents make huge commissions. Well, I know that this has been promoted a lot on television with flipping shows or $1 million listings, giving everybody the impression that real estate agents are just rolling in the dough. Most real estate agents, though, wish this was true, but reality is much different. If the median U.S. existing home sale price, say in late December last year, was $234,900, which means that after splitting the commission, paying their broker, the agent took home about $3,500 on the transaction. And that doesn't include minusing out all the marketing and related expenses. So if you were to take this as a monthly income, it adds up to about 40 grand a year. Not huge. Okay, number 5 is a goodie. I don't need a real estate agent. I can sell my house myself. I think the best way to dispel this myth is actually try doing that. There's nothing more horrible than desperately Googling state and federal real estate laws while some scary strangers at your door trying to ask you questions about your house. Myth number 6, real estate agents are sleazy. I have to admit, there's a joke that went around my family for some time about, do you know how to tell a real estate agent? By their flea collar. Actually, there were a lot of sleazy agents, I would say, before the market correction in 2008, but market conditions kind of weeded a lot of those people out, and most real estate agents, I would say, are honest, hardworking people. They make a living just like any other profession, and just like any other profession, as Donny Osmond would say, a few bad apples don't spoil the whole bunch of agents. Myth number 7, real estate agents are uneducated. Oh my gosh, I would just like to say this. First of all, many agents have had previous professions like I have, and so they've been successful in other types of careers, but thousands of dollars later and a year worth of studying is what it took to get a real estate license. And the state of Nevada requires that we have 30 hours of continuing education even in our first year. So there's a lot of studying, a lot of learning. It's kind of a continually learning process. So uneducated? No way. The big myth number 8, a real estate agent wants you to pay more money for a house so they can make more money. let's look at the math. If an agent got you to pay $10,000 more for a property, that would net the agent about $150, which is barely enough to pay for the gas to get to and from appointments. So the truth is that an agent absolutely wants you to buy a house, and what's not true is that they want you to pay more for it. Myth number 9, real estate agents are mostly part-timers or bored housewives. I would have to say, while that may be true that some are, y'all need to stop stereotyping. That's terrible. It ignores, number 1, the thousands of male agents, the hundreds of thousands of full-time agents, and the hardworking primary breadwinners that make up the real estate workforce. I'm sure bored housewives are real estate agents, but not the rule. All right, last but not least, myth number 10. All a real estate agent wants from you is a deal. Well, I have to admit, agents want your business, but that's not the way this is done. They want to be your lifelong real estate agent. They want to be your advisor in all things real estate. They want to form a relationship with you so that you have not only a lifelong resource for real estate info, but a lifelong friend. So I hope this video has done a lot to dispel some of those horrible myths. And I just want to say, free your mind and the rest will follow. Call us for all of your real estate needs, whether you want to list a house, whether you want to buy a house, whether you just have questions. First-time home buyers, we're getting ready to put out some programs for you. Please visit our website at www.lvhomesbyzhg.com for all of the information. Talk to you soon.